Hello, my name is Yushatak and welcome to the introduction to the Yushatak Personal Texture Pack 1.0. Those of you who have seen the texture pack before, this is just going to be a little update, but for those of you who have not seen it, for those of you who are just checking it out for the first time, this is my texture pack. As you can see, everything is somewhat similar to the original Minecraft textures. It is a 16 by 16 texture pack, so no super HD ridiculousness here. Every piece of stone is slightly browner than in the default pack, which you become adjusted to quite quickly, and it blends in with other materials like sand and whatnot much nicer. This is mossy cobble, normal stone, which looks the same except the tinting, the associated half blocks, redstone repeater, bedrock, this is netherrack, wood, which is the same as in the default. This is slow sand, or soul sand as it's now called. Here is the dispenser and the furnace, which if I have anything I can... leather and saddles along with them have been recolored to brown to look more like leather. And the... what can I burn? I will show you guys some tools. This is the diamond pickaxe. It has sharp curved angles in order to brace the tool for shock loads and distribute the shock down to the stick more effectively. It uses points which are much sharper than in the default tools, like this gold one, which has been recolored but kept the same, because diamond is mostly useful as sharp edges. Alright, now I've cut down some wood so that I can display how the furnace looks when it is lit. On our way to that furnace, you will notice the pumpkins most likely, which have no faces on them. Being able to put a pumpkin on your head and have the face thing is not a major feature or anything important, so I figured it was more important that every pumpkin not have a giant face on it in nature than it was that you be able to see the face when you wear one. Alright, here's the furnace, and I'm going to stick a... chests look like the wood so that they blend in. There's no reason that you would really change that if you were in a survival situation, so I figured why not make them blend in. I will now burn some wood using some wood, and as you can see, it looks like it is lit up. Over here we have two ores. Most of the ores look pretty similar to their originals. The iron is a little bit more orangey than before. This is redstone, obviously by the glowing, and this is diamond. The diamond looks like a classical diamond, which is much easier to notice, but and it's also recolored. As you can see here, I'm wearing diamond boots. They are a softer shade of blue than default. The leather has been recolored to look like leather, and the gold has been made a little shinier, a little less yellow, and the ingot and the tools and all respective things have been modified as well. The wooden tools have been modified in appearance greatly because, think about this, wood does not bend. Like, you can't just make a bent piece of wood very easily. It would take a lot of irritating techniques in order to bend wood, and for a temporary tool like this pickaxe, you'd most likely just nail two pieces of wood together and use it as long as it lasts, instead of working your ass off to bend it and make it last maybe another 20 minutes. The same deal goes with the axe, which is like this, and the shovel, which a curve in a wooden shovel just is asking for degradation. It would last a little longer made square. And the hoe has no curve to it, or at least very little. Now I'm going to show you my wool textures. I have put 4 samples here, though all of the different colors, of course, have been re-textured. Here is brown, black, red, white, 5, and cayenne. They have a stitched texture to them, like woven wool. Cactuses have the same as the default texture, except with a recolor. Sand, this texture was made by Vexy and modified in the Painterly pack. I do have permission to use that. The diamond icon is also from the Painterly pack, which I also have permission for. My doors have been modified to remove the silly, not matching colors and the stupid decorative squares. You have a handle and you have an eye hole, and that's all you need. And I have done the same thing for the iron door, which is very similar, except it is made of iron. In here we could see glowstone, which is made to blend in much better with a man-made structure, though in the nether it actually does blend in alright. And it does not look too out of place in the nether or anything, but it does look a lot nicer for streetlights and whatnot. The bed has been recolored to have less stark white wool and a little bit darker shade of red on the bed. Not a big deal, just for my own personal taste. Alright, what else is there? Well, I'm going to do a little walk around the world and point out textures as we come to them, because the best way to see these things is in their natural environments. This is clay. I decided that it didn't make much sense to have clay that you gathered and was blue, and then when you fired it, it turns red. It may be possible that that's out there, but as far as I'm aware, red clay means that there's iron content, and it should be red when you gather it if it's going to be red afterwards. Otherwise, the bricks should have been blue. So I made the clay bars, and everything all match. And here is the bricks, which are still the default texture, except it makes more sense. Let's see, nothing else? Oh, glass, yes. I will go add a window to this little hut thing here that I have, and use that to show you how the glass looks in practice. This glass particularly looks good in a situation where you've got wood going on. It tiles with itself and with wood and other things. It's got a somewhat oriental looking wooden lattice across it, which makes it a little less boring. You can still see through it just fine, except it's not stark, perfect clear. I would have made it so that these areas were not perfectly clear, but unfortunately Minecraft does not support alpha in all textures, only in certain ones like ice, which I don't have anywhere near here to show you. But so glass is only able to be perfectly clear. That's the only option. Anyway, these look great in a wood setup, which I guess I will try to show you guys with this wood block here. As you can see, it kind of like connects up. Alright, so let's go wandering a bit and show you what the environment looks like with my texture pack installed. The dirt textures have a shadow on the side instead of edge grass, because edge grass currently doesn't work right without mods and things. I used to recommend the use of the Better Grass mod to compensate for that, and this texture pack was originally designed for that. But unfortunately, the Better Grass mod has not been maintained since Better Light was introduced into the official Minecraft. Here you can see pumpkins that do not have faces on them. All the mobs still have their default textures. I didn't really see any need to change them, at least not yet. Most things have, however, been changed. There's more clay over there. There is some gravel, which, as you can see, does not stick out horribly. It looks like it could actually be made of the rocks and stuff and the sand and whatnot that's around. And I believe that's a coal deposit, which pretty much looks the same as in the original Minecraft with a bit of recoloring. Anyway, there's another desert. You've seen pretty much everything there is to see in the pack. There's a couple more ores you haven't seen, and there's the snow textures. I've removed the blue hue from it. That looks nice, doesn't it? And there will probably be more changes as Minecraft updates and as I feel they are necessary. But until then, this is the state of things. So I hope you guys enjoy my texture pack, and I hope you guys enjoy the updates for those of you who have been already using my texture pack. This is Yushatak, signing out. Oh, and you can find the link to the texture pack either on the Minecraft forums, in my YouTube channels, About Me, or in the description of this video. Thank you, and goodbye.